Bring us in, baby.
Welcome back
Y'all ready for this?
for another episode of the Camp Oddwood podcast. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
You're always had back.
That's
here's the
why
boys.
I'm very appreciative of that.
Alex, Zach,
What's up,
and me, Henry.
Heinrich?
Heinrich von Stutenberg.
So what's up, Odd Squad? Good to see you again. Howdy doody.
Duty howdy.
Oh shit. Whoa. Okay, Zach.
Did you see the Borat thing? Is that why you said howdy doody?
This
No.
is how
Oh,
he
okay.
does it. Remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
Howie Mandel?
No.
It's pretty much like a rip-off of was the Jamie Kennedy Experience.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah, and so was Punk'd, by the way. It was a
Yeah.
rip-off of Jamie Kennedy Experience. Shout out to Jamie Kennedy for being a real.
But wasn't that a ripoff of like an old show, like prank shows from the 80s and 90s?
Yeah, kind of. Candid Camera. And yeah, like Monty Python. What was that other one? They used to play it on Comedy Central all the time.
European pranks
You remember it?
on hot women.
It was a dude. He had like a giant cell phone, and he'd be like, "Hello, hello, no, you can't. You're going through a tunnel."
Oh yeah.
Walking through like a crowd of people.
That's funny. I don't
I
know.
forgot the name of that show. If you guys remember that show,
Was it Eric Andre, or was there another sketch comedy one? Or maybe it was Jackass, where they're talking on the phone and like, what the fuck? And then they have blood squirting out of his ears. Like, ah!
It sounds like an Eric Andre.
And then people were like, oh my god, are you okay? Ah!
could have been a lot of those shows, man.
Yeah.
I recently got into Cobra Kai, as it sounds like so many other people have, because it was recommended to me on Netflix. And so Netflix, I think, is a form of Oxycontin, because it knows how to addict you. And then it's just like, hey, watch me, baby. Hey, according to everything else you watch, you might like me. Hey, just take a little watch, baby. And then I killed the whole show in like 2 nights. So I have like a specific space of time that I start watching stuff. So I don't watch anything before that, because I try to work on our stuff. But when I end up
Bless you.
binging something, gosh bless you. All right, you're on your own with that one.
Oshkosh bagosh, yeah.
Thank you. I shouldn't do that.
I basically end up going to bed late, because if I binge something, I have to do it from my 8 o'clock time, where I am no longer working when I get off of work, and then until whenever I stop. So in 2 nights, I went to bed at like 4 and finished the whole thing.
Damn.
Jesus.
That's a late night.
Yeah.
It's only 4 hours of sleep?
I mean,
Because you said you started at 8 and you go until 4.
oh no, I start at I start watching at 8 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's when I am able to. That's my designated time period to watch stuff.
8 to 4?
I mean, it's not supposed to be to 4, but I just couldn't stop watching, because I was just like, oh my god, I want to watch these children do karate.
You're all about that shit, you fucking creep. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
You just really love 3 Ninja, and you can't stop talking about it.
3 Ninja, yeah, they should bring that shit back
No, they don't.
as a TV. Yes, they.
I feel like Surf Ninja at least. Like, that could be a series, or even just like more movies, and it's good because they could bring up like more minorities that aren't recognized enough, i.e. Asians and black people. They should.
Damn.
Why not? Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
I don't think I've ever seen Surf Ninja, so.
It's really good. For its time, like still like wacky and stuff, but like there's a character that like controlled people with a Game Gear. I forgot exactly.
You can see the future in the Game Gear.
There you go.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
an
still,
interesting concept.
what's the guy's name? Ernie Reyes Jr. He
Yeah.
was in the Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. He was like the pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like the surfer brother who is the most ripped.
Yeah, shout out to Ernie Reyes Jr. You're making rappers and hip-hop legends combat ready. Snoop Dogg's looking pretty good on those focus mitts, and so is
Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa.
I don't know why. It's the way you said whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it sound like Pepe.
Yeah.
As you know, the three of us are the three best friends that anybody could have. Three best friends that anybody could have. So we know a lot about each other. A lot. A lot. You know? That's more than less than, you know?
It's a lot.
So.
Yeah, actually, the cops asked, I don't know who either of you are. I've never seen either of you in my entire fucking life.
If the cops ask?
Who are you two?
Me and
Before
Valkova.
today,
Me and Valku.
they told me they'd pay me in Bitcoin.
Ooh.
I think I gave you a bit of coins.
You did. Chuck E. Cheese.
Dad
Chuck E. Cheese.
jokes.
And they're shut down right now.
And it's not because of COVID. It's because they have fucking rats.
And the hepatitis.
Yeah. It's, you know why they have, why it's a health risk? They don't dust those animatronics.
They don't dust the pizzas off either.
Yeah, no.
They do. And angel dust.
That's why those
That's why all
kids,
the kids are running
are
around.
so fucked up.
There is fecal matter in the ball pits, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I saw a kid in the ball pit. He's just like, I didn't know you like to get wet. And he's shitting all over the place.
Yeah.
And his eyes were crusted over with pink eye.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
Well, because he's like,
fuck with Chuck E. Cheese.
yeah. So yeah, what we're gonna do is ask a bunch of questions to each other.
Okay.
So, but we're to find out, to see if we could find out anything about each other that we all didn't already know.
That sounds good.
You think that's doable? You think that there's anything that we don't know about each other? Probably like
Be some,
real
like,
tiny
minuscule-
things. Yeah. Like, well, favorite color. Like, what
My favorite color?
is your favorite color? Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And is your favorite color burgundy? Is also blue.
Yeah. I have like a couple favorite colors. That's one of them, yeah.
You guys know my favorite color?
It's green.
No, it's white.
I think I knew where you're going with that.
Is that like that's like a people thing or like
he's a black man?
Oh yeah. Oh, like
I like-
oh, so I like the
He's all like,
white bunnies.
where the white women at?
Where are white women at?
That's from Blazing Saddles.
Teal. My favorite color is teal. I do enjoy teal.
It's like a
So
It's a good color.
smooth aqua.
Yeah.
so I think
It has green in it.
It's green.
uh
It's like apple juice.
what?
It's green.
Oh, apple drink?
Apple drink.
Yeah, juice has vitamins in it. You gotta get it straight. All right. Let's actually start with Henry. Henry, try to see if you can extract any new information from either of us that you don't already know about us.
Zach,
Yes.
who taught you how to ride a bike?
My brother.
Wow.
My brother taught me how to ride a bike.
Nice.
Yeah. I remember that actually.
Mine too.
I had training wheels and I remember smashing into a car. I was in San Diego at the time, living in San Diego. And I was going down the driveway and my brother let go and I freaked out and I didn't stop and I just ran into a parked car. And I remember getting a cut lip and I was bleeding a lot.
Oh, shit.
And I got scared. But he was like, oh, no, you're good. I'm going to go grab our sister. Yeah.
I'm going to get some help.
Did you have a really bad spill on a bicycle when you were a kid?
I mean...
Everybody has, right?
Yeah. I probably had the worst one on a scooter.
Oof.
Razor scooter.
Oh, really?
You took one of them ankle hits?
Yeah,
Those were
or
the
like
worst.
you'd wear like flip-flops and it would have like that sharp, hard edge on the back and you'd
Oh, yeah.
stub your toes on them.
You know, that was such a
Gash them up.
that was such a big deal
Gosh.
that I remember there was a news story. That was before the president was the news for every story.
Yeah.
That was when they still had to fill in time. And there was a news story. I remember when razor scooters were really big. Where they're talking about the epidemic of kids riding razor scooters without proper footwear, like in sandals, and they're showing like pictures of kids scraped up feet and fucked up knees, and they just kept replaying this video of this girl eating shit,
Oh.
like down a really shallow hill.
I feel bad for her.
Just like this little girl in chanclas. She's just like, see, it's not very safe when healthcare officials or whatever they do recommend that you wear shoes or this could happen.
Just keep replay.
Yeah, and then it was pretty funny. And then close up B-roll shots of the razor scooter.
I wonder how they got the footage. Their parents signed off on
Probably some local. Yeah, or some locals
Or
just
just
like
go to the park and just film. Just wait for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Won't take long.
Little girls grow bound to fuck her knees up.
yeah. I mean, I fucked my knees up a ton of times.
Me
My
too.
knee looks fucked up, kinda.
He has that pointy knee syndrome. Yeah.
Mine was from volleyball. And also from my pastor.
What got you into volleyball?
Your pasture?
Yeah, he's in prison now.
Oh,
Volleyball.
Jeez.
When did you start playing volleyball? Was it high school when you first started playing?
Yeah, it was high school. And I remember, like, you had to pick, like, between different sports in high school. And I picked the tennis and volleyball one. I was like, fuck it, whatever. And I ended up meeting John and Dio. They were already on the volleyball team since 9th grade. And they just had to take, like, a regular mandatory PE course before the season. And I was in their same class, because before we're just in different periods. And they're like, dude, you're actually, like, you're tall and you're pretty good, like, considering, like, this is, like, a really rudimentary, like, lesson.
Yeah.
Because I was actually thinking about joining the tennis team.
So you just want to do something with nets.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I guess I was just better at volleyball. And I just like tennis. But they convinced me. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just play volleyball then. And then I saw the girls in the shorts.
That'll do it.
And I was like, okay. That and, like, you know, even then when you're a kid, you're like, you're not really sure how invested you are in, like, what you're doing. But I remember, like, one of my first days playing, they just, like, make you do, like, okay, well, see if, like, you got any, like, talent or anything. They put you up against the varsity team, just like little practice games. And it was Patrick Codwell. He was like one of like the bigger hitters. He was like my brother's age, 2 years older. And he was like supposed to be like one of the best hitters. And it was just a blocking thing. And I jumped up and I just blocked him. Like he landed. He didn't even like look up, and he just like caught the ball. And then he looked up. And I was just like, boom. And I blocked it like right into his hands, and he like caught it and like landed. I was like, ooh.
Damn.
That felt good.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like if I went to your school, I would have either joined the volleyball team or the wrestling team.
Probably wrestling, dude. We had a really good wrestling team.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. A couple of people from my school were on your guys' wrestling team.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But because one of my teachers was one of the coaches. But I was going to try out, but then Nigel forgot, and we were supposed to try out together, and we ended up getting picked up.
You just left the school?
Yeah. Or like,
why don't you just try the year after?
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. What the fuck? I don't know why I just thought like, oh, that was my last chance. Because that was probably like 10th grade where I made that mistake. So 11th grade probably could have, and I still really wanted to. I really don't know actually.
Yeah, because I remember what like put me like over the edge as far as like skill wise was just taking my free time and actually going to open gyms and playing with my teammates. And it was like, only like a couple people would show up from time to time. So you'd have to like mix up with other people that you knew from like either their schools or like adults. And it was it was really cool because getting to play with like your coach and then like actual men, you just end up getting like better.
Yeah.
And you show back up during the season and you're just that much better than everyone else, and you just end up being a starter or just being really good at it.
Yeah, I went to volleyball camp for like 3 years.
You went to volleyball?
See, I wish I did that when I was younger.
I didn't know that. I know you went to normal camp.
Yeah, well, so basically what would happen was I would go to Monarch Summer Day Camp during the summer, and sometimes they would fill up really quick. So sometimes my mom would forget to enroll me into sports camp. And so the sports camp, regular camp, and then there was a bunch of specialty camps.
Gotcha.
So you could do swimming, basketball, gymnastics, drama, all that stuff.
That's cool.
And one year she was late, and so I mean she was late a couple times. Before that, I went to basketball camp, and then the next year when she was late, I did volleyball camp. So I remember I was in volleyball camp, because she was like going down the line like, what would you rather do, drama or volleyball? And I was like, oh, I'll do volleyball.
Yeah.
And then I liked it, so then I ended up doing it for at least half of my summer camp experience for 3 years.
Wow.
And then after that, I think my second to last year that I was in summer camp, I did tennis.
Oh, cool.
For the whole summer, because we were really late. You remember that fan haircut thing? That was a thing. Oh, you couldn't do it.
I couldn't do anything.
Had like short hair, but like brush it all to the front and
then spike the your head looked like an eyelash. I don't know what was up with that. I did that for a second.
Everyone did for a little bit.
I couldn't.
I dressed like a background character from Lizzie McGuire for a little bit.
I looked like a Q-tip.
I remember your afro in 9th grade.
Yeah, it was very Q-tippy.
The longer it got, the more used you looked.
Yeah, actually. I would find like sticks in it. Then my brother brought me what do you call the combs for afros?
Afro pick?
Afro pick, there you go. Wow. Yeah, I had a few of those. I don't think I ever like stuck it in my head though and walked around with it.
You're just like block power.
No.
Do you have one of those like
really.
brushes so you could like make waves in your hair?
No. My hair was kind of already wavy too to begin with.
It'd be kind of interesting to see you get a Puerto Rican haircut.
What?
Get all lined up.
Get lined up.
And then get waves. And
I
then
don't want any of that.
you're just like, everybody ready to get seasick? Woo!
Stupid. Everybody ready to get seasick? Woo! Oh god. Hey, well, maybe if I lose a bet one day.
Shit. Yeah, I remember like probably the wildest. Oh, actually the stupidest haircut, and I got in a fight with this kid multiple times. This motherfucker named Randy I went to middle school with in the 7th grade. He did a similar haircut that I was talking about with like this after it was over for the most part, but he wanted to switch it up, and he did 2 things of hair and then would put a bunch of gel in them, and it would just be like this.
So you looked like a fucking bug?
Yes. So he just had 2 like this, and I remember he would like fuck with me. So I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face with your gnat haircut. You look like a fucking insect. And then he's like, what? What'd you say? I was like, you're a fucking roach, bro. You look like a roach. And then he's like, I'll fuck you up or whatever. I was like, I'll stomp you out, you roach. Yeah. And then I would just keep going because my friend Alvin would just be like, oh, shit. Ah, you're a roach, Randy. You're a roach. Randy the roach. Randy the roach.
Oh, that's when you break a kid.
Okay. And then my friend Nikolai would just be like, oh, shit. Woomo. We used to call each other Woomo.
Woomo? What's that mean?
I don't know. It was like some stupid shit. I remember I used to just say stupid shit. I remember when I met him the first time, he's like, hey, what's your name, bro? I was like, Almo. And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, what? And he's like, what's your name? I was like, Woomo. And he's like, okay, Woomo. And then he just started calling me Woomo. And then I started calling him Woomo. And then we just call each other Woomo all the time.
Kids are weird as fuck.
It's nicknames, man.
Yeah.
My nickname was Nature Boy.
That's cool.
Were you a Ric Flair fan?
No. I wasn't. Actually.
Does Ric Flair go by Nature Boy?
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh.
Woo!
Mo?
Woo! Mo!
Dun 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 dun.
What
Dun 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 dun.
What is going on?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
You're mixing like
Southern Court is in session.
it was like the Terminator.
Yeah, it was like Terminator.
Oh, wait.
Like
with,
Terminator's raping you.
with
Wait.
Judge Judy and.
You thought you were gonna do the
How does Law and
banjo.
Order go?
the da, 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 da.
Oh,
Da, 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 da.
that's Law and Order, right?
Dun 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 dun. Oh, wow.
Da da da.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
All right, your keys. I'm banjo. You could do some. No, you do banjo for me, and I'll be the vocals.
Ding 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 ding. Biddy ding 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 ding.
It's Southern Court. Southern Court. Southern Court.
Ding 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 ding. I don't know what I'm doing.
You like a
This is-
piggy.
I feel
In Southern
really,
Court.
I feel really dumb right now.
Boom, bow. All right, court is in session. So we're gonna get into some Southern Court action. Henry's the judge. I'm a lawyer. Excuse me.
Who was? You're the defendant last time,
Yeah.
so Zach gets to be the defendant this time.
Okay.
You're the prosecutor.
I'm defending my honor.
Order here. We are here today, November 1st. Court is now in session. Sorry, I'm quite weary. I was packing up my house and putting up all the hurricane shutters, so we gotta make this shit go by fast now, people. Because there's a hurricane coming, and I don't know why they don't cancel this shit. They don't believe in science. We don't believe in no hurricanes. But God help me, I fucking go to church every Sunday, and he's gonna wrath and drown all the heathens with this hurricane. Now we must see if we need to drown this young man here today. Now,
what?
Because we have to figure out if he is a heathen or not. Do you follow Mr. Peacock?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, in this case of this young man who had allegedly thrown infants out of a window down to somebody else, and they claim that they are not satanic, child abducting, sex traffickers. Now, they plead, I hear the case, and here's Mr. Beauregard to prosecute, but I believe the defense will start first, and I said, the case here, there's a little bit of evidence. All their excuse is, there was a burning building in the fire. We don't want to see no children die, so they had to throw them out the window to save them. They couldn't wait for the fire department to get... Anyway. You may start your defense, Mr. Peacock.
Well, like you said, the building was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what to do. We just started throwing babies. They were all safe.
I'm thinking throwing babies out. Okay. Continue.
Well, I guess what had happened was maybe one of the babies hit a tree. They're doing okay in the hospital. And they're not dead or anything, just maybe a little messed up in the head. But I don't think I need to be drowned for that. I was trying to save babies. And I asked the jury what you would do in a similar situation.
I'll tell you, if I may speak, Your Honor.
Prosecutor?
If I may speak. No.
Beauregard.
Now that is a load of hog swallop. If I may. Because what I will say is the Satanists that are getting out of hand in this here county, they want to put everything on fire. We know this to be true about Satanists. See, it's even hot in this building being next to you. See, Satanists, they love fire. They bring fire to scorch this here earth that we've been gifted by the Lord himself. And the only way to stomp out fire is water in an abundance. And in that way, we must drown him in his satanic ways. For fucking around, excuse my French, messing around with the satanic fires of Satan, if I may say so myself. You may proceed.
Okay, Mr. Peacock.
Yes, Judge.
Now, we asked you ahead of time if you would like a defense attorney, and you refused and you said you wanted to defend yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we proceed, would you like to add anything else to account for that night and how this mysterious fire started? And maybe, just maybe, where those babies ended up?
Well, sir, not exactly sure how the fire started, but I know this, the babies are safe. I don't happen to know exactly where they are at the current moment. But being the God-gracious man that I am, is God's telling me that they safe. They is safe and okay.
God has abandoned him.
No, sir. I went to church last week, and I spoke to God. He spoke to me. We spoke to each other, and he told me everything's going to be okay.
You sure that wasn't a seance? You weren't at the altar with the devil himself?
Order.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just get so passionate.
Passionate and perspirous, I could tell. But yes, I will have order. You will have your turn to prosecute.
Thank you, Judge.
Now, it sounds here that you are pleading ignorance to just who you were throwing them damn babies down to.
Well, sir.
No. You do understand that is the monster of Mississippi down there that you throwing them damn babies to. Could you not tell? By the narrow-set eyes or the pockmarked face. Then all the telltale signs of a sexual predator, my friend. You're saying you do not know this man or associate yourself with this man because Mr. Peacock has told me otherwise. Mr. Peacock, you may proceed.
Well, sir.
I do believe that,
Beauregard.
He's Mr. Peacock?
Mr. Beauregard, my mistake. It is. I am quite tired.
You are forgiven, Your Honor. I do want to point out to the jury that this here Mr. Peacocks is not a true man of God, as he does claim. As you could see by the space between his eyebrows, you could see there is space for horns, because he here is a demon. I rest my case.
So I don't know how you handle your own business with Kyle, but do you see any horns on my face? No.
Because it's not nighttime.
Now, we must keep it to the matter at hand. We must not discuss the matter of Mr. Peacock having a 5-head or not for horns. I believe we all have enough room to grow some horns now. Now, I would honestly prefer to have them horns to kind of come out the side of your head and kind of wrap around like a ram. But not like the goats. That's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Your Honor, something that I would like to bring up is we are here in Southern Court, and I must contest to wearing this mask. You know, this is Southern Court. Why are we wearing a mask? This is against my rights, sir. And as a God-given citizen, I choose to take it off my face.
Now, everybody knows this pastor. The pastor in town has said that masks is holy and masks is right. Now, you are...
But that pastor is not from the South.
He is.
So I would like to bring new evidence into the cult, please.
The cult? A cult or court?
Court.
Oh,
court.
Yes.
Make sure that the record shows that Mr. Peacock has said court. Like court.
Thank you, Judge.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I would like to point out that this man here, Mr. Beauregard,
that's me,
is in fact the devil himself.
Hey! Blasphemy!
Just like you said, Judge, masks are holy and they ain't all right. And he doesn't want to wear his. And look at him sweating profusely. Honestly, sir, I do want to see him without his mask on because he does look like he was on the scene.
That would explain him not listening to the pastor this past Sunday and why he would not be there and why he is sweating so
excuse me,
and
in the middle of hurricane season.
And I do, in fact, know that he does drive a really big truck. a truck with enough room to fit about 20 babies.
25. Wait. Hold up. No. Oh. I'm sweating because I have a condition with overactive glands. That's the first part. And the amount of babies that can fit in my truck is undetermined.
The record shows that it was 25 babies. And you know what? Now that you do mention it, since you did give us a peek of his face, this court has come to a close. He is the man with the narrow set eyes and a pockmarked face.
No.
And horns grow during the night.
And in fact, he is Satan himself.
Yeah, he should
be you found me out! Everybody!
All right, bailiff. Handcuff him now.
Sink! I'm Satan.
Oh, shit, the hurricane is here. Oh,
shit. What about the babies? Save the kids.
They've all been consumed.
He lifts his shirt up and there's just babies.
Baby faces.
They give him his strength, it appears.
Looks like we all drowned.
We were all
in the fires of hell. Yeah. That was fun. Good stuff.
Oh, God.
That was a sharp turn.
I needed to flip it.
I enjoyed it.
I thank you for going along with that flip. Because you're over here sitting all sweaty, all nervous.
He is in fact the devil himself. What? Oh, shit. They found me out.
In fact, he was on the scene.
Who, me? Not little old me.
I think he's the one catching the babies.
Well,
that's fun.
Thank you for joining us in a session of Southern Court. Now let's move along to where? How's it? Space noise go? Oh.
Wait. Hang on 1 second. Just keep doing that. Yeah, at the same time. Keep doing that.
You're turning this into an ASMR video?
I don't even know what we're doing right now. Is it Reddit?
It's your boy, Vin Diesel, Fasheezy. Let's get into the Chronicles of Radiata.
Yes, do you mind
Chronicles of Reddit.
Do you mind if I use the bathroom real quick?
All right, and cut. Yeah.
You're part of the family
really
now.
I have to fucking pee so bad.
And I ran so far away. Chronicles of Reddit. Zach read all the Reddits.
So he could read it. Read it, Reddit.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this Reddit?
Go for it, Reddit.
You guys ready? Don't hit me with that, please.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
I guess this one's more like it could be a topic I think we could talk about. But it's someone seeking a place either to vent or ask for advice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start it.
This is not the place or the time.
Son, 11, told guidance counselor at school he was thinking about suicide due to bullying, and they suspended him so he could avoid being bullied. Pretty much the title. What kind of action is this? Punish the kid for being bullied because he told a guidance counselor about it and how it made him feel? My school district is shit, but in my opinion, what the fuck? I plan on going to the superintendent's office Monday. Did not go today because I figured raging on somebody in a poorly worded manner would have little effect. So I plan on composing myself and my thoughts for Monday. That way I can discuss options and politely and professionally tell him what I think of the situation. My state is Kansas. Going to look up anti-bully school policies and such after this. I would go and speak to the guidance counselor at the school, but I am unfortunately not allowed on school property. Maybe I can get the superintendent to have her come to a formally scheduled meeting. Any advice on how to properly handle this? Should I go to somebody else first? Essentially, their kid is getting bullied at school. Went to a guidance counselor and was like, I don't want to live because I'm getting bullied at school. And they suspended him.
What does that do? He's just going to get bullied when he gets back. And they just fuck up his permanent record?
And they just fuck up his education, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
my advice is buy a gun. No.
Jesus.
My advice is move the fuck out of Kansas.
If it only was that easy.
Yeah, I know. I wish, right? I mean, I've met 2 people from Kansas, and they were very happy that they got out of Kansas.
I guess the question is like, what do you do as a parent in that situation? With the school district that obviously just doesn't know how to handle a situation like that. And their solution to it was to suspend this kid. For how long now? Like forever? Or for like a few days and then...
Yeah, no, huh?
Like...
This shit's tricky because, like... I mean, I think the first thing... They should maybe not... You shouldn't suspend the kid. Maybe give the kid a fair leave of absence so that... And then the parents... So that the parents could put him in... a program or take him to the mental health hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know how available that is in Kansas, but it should be, right?
It should be
available. So, like, as much as it sucks, you know, you might want your kid on suicide watch at a mental health hospital. And then for that time, rather than it being a suspension, it being like organized leave for your child for whatever amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another...
Or you could just go even farther, Kansas, and just beat the fuck out of that fucking guidance counselor for doing that, and then beat up the bullies' dads.
Well, I was going to ask another question, too. It's like, how do you, I guess, prepare your kid for bullying? You know?
Yeah.
In a proper way, because, I mean... Nobody really taught me how to deal with it. I kind of just would get angry and punch them or make fun of them back in a worse way. That's how I kind of coped with people bullying me.
Yeah.
And then people just stopped messing with me because
also
I just didn't take their shit. I was already dealing with a lot of other problems in my life.
But I also feel like there is a difference between like when... If you do have like your own group of friends, like being a loner and being bullied,
that's
I think is like a whole different level.
Yeah.
Because of the loneliness and you have nobody to back you up. Yeah. Even if all your friends are tiny and the people bullying you like would fuck all of you up, at least you're going at it with friends and like you know, it's still kind of a team exercise, team building exercise to get fucked up together.
Well, it's kind of like that's how it was for, I guess, us as early human beings. Like we couldn't travel alone anywhere. We had to be in a big group to defend ourselves from tigers and lions and shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same in that sense.
Yeah, because I got bullied a little bit, but then I had friends. I would fight back a lot. And then if I would lose, they would keep it from going any further, and then say mean things to the person who beat me up, and then that would make me feel better. Because they'd be like, he's half your size, you fucking asshole. What the fuck's wrong with you? And then they would, they'd intervene. And then I was liked enough to where even like when the shit's going down, people would, if they were much bigger than me, there was a good amount of people who would just like step up and be like, yo, you better leave him the fuck alone, or I'm gonna sock you in the face, dog. So.
I'm gonna sock you in the face.
I remember having like a really bad bullying problem. Like, it got to the point where like my parents were like, where are you getting all this money from? And I was like, oh, bitch ass kids. I stole their Pokemon cards and their Game Boys. No, I'm kidding.
Where do you get all this money?
But no, I had like long hair because, being a little Asian kid, I love Liu Kang. And I'm just into like Street Fighter and all that shit. So like, whenever kids like would try and make fun of me or fuck with me for having long hair or being like, because I was a little dude for a long time.
Yeah. And
I was just, I wouldn't take that shit. And I would like throw a jump kick at them. And they'd be on the ground and go, I was like, yeah, bitch.
I can just imagine you when you were younger, just like, someone says some shit and you're just like, and they're like, oh, fuck. Well, and you're like, you shouldn't have said that shit.
One kid kind of did that to me, but he didn't realize how many people enjoyed me, I guess, in PE, in my PE class. I remember him making fun of my really small friend, Armin. He was Armenian, and the other kid was Armenian too, and for whatever reason, they just hated each other. And I remember after lunch, we were walking to PE, and this dude was going ham, making fun of him and just like really getting under his skin. And I just came out of nowhere, and I was like, yo, just started, fucking with him back. And I guess that just like really set him off. And so we were all lined up for PE. We're all sitting down, and all of a sudden I just feel something hit my head like a few times, and then the whole fucking class like got up and started kicking the shit out of him.
Oh shit.
Because they're like, what the fuck is he doing? And they dragged him off and started wailing on him.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Little fucker. Sucker punching in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I got sucker stabbed in the ear.
Sucker stabbed?
With a dick?
Yeah. It's a whole different type of issue, actually.
Like little kid boners are like little woodpecker beaks.
Yeah. Do you remember...
Oh, God. It's a sharp child. I didn't talk about that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, it was a pen, a Bic ballpoint. This kid, Igor,
had a huge dick.
So the thing that sucked was I definitely did not like ever try to bully anybody, but there were nerdy kids who potentially got shit on by other people, and then they didn't want to say anything to them.
Yeah. And
I was like maybe like kind of friends with them sometimes or whatever, and they were more comfortable with me. But then if I did something that they didn't like, then they would come at me. And then it's like, what the fuck? Where was all this energy when Mario was making fun of you all day yesterday?
Yeah. For real.
And I'm just singing Fruit Salad from the Wiggles, and you stab me in the fucking ear. Didn't make sense to me. So I punched him in his face in math class. And I felt bad because everybody who didn't like him already was just laughing at him. So I felt bad, but I was mad. I got stabbed in the ear with the pen. Nothing smaller than an elbow. We established this.
Should have been stabbing that other kid.
Yeah, stab Mario. What the fuck are you stabbing me for? I'm singing Fruit Salad. Yummy, yummy, dog. Why are you like this kid's name was
just sitting there having your good old time, and then bah!
Yeah. Well, his name was Igor, and Mario and a bunch of other kids would always just be like, Igor! Like, oh, where's your boss? Where's Frankenstein or whatever? Like, say shitty things like that to him, or he also resembled the Pillsbury Doughboy, and then they would poke him in the belly all the time.
Fucked up.
So
yeah,
they would go like, woohoo, woohoo, and he's like, stop that shit, woohoo, and he wouldn't do shit, and then I'm just fruit salad, yummy, yummy, ah! Dude, for real, I'm sorry, and it sucks that this shit's going on with you, but you gotta take a quick One Piece.
Boom.
Was he? Damn, that's weird.
Yeah. So, but in other arenas, like other spaces, I would defend him. Like, oh, come on, guys, calm down,
Yeah.
cut it out.
And he still stabs you. What a dick.
Yeah. So
Well, if you're being a dick, then you're gonna get bullied.
yeah.
That's what you get, Igor. Yes, master. Yes.
Whoa.
Little fucking punk. Anyway, I think the answer is enroll your kid into some karate lessons or something. Help him learn how to defend himself.
Yeah.
From bullying.
Yeah, Cobra Kai. Enroll him in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
If kids are pouring Pepto-Bismol on his head, and one of the bullies is an Asian kid who looks like a man, clearly older than what he's portraying,
Yeah.
then you got a good show on your hands. And make sure that his sensei is a guy who's on a path to redemption after losing via crane kick in the All Valley karate tournament. Cobra Kai, never die!
Oh my god.
He's all about that shit.
Watch Cobra Kai.
But did you guys ever witness from like teachers or people surrounding you when you were a kid? Like the most something that like I guess what was the most effective thing that you saw an adult do to curb bullying, or did you see anything?
See, that kind of is what I was gonna ask in a sense, because I was gonna ask, like, looking back, did you guys see anybody have like a suicidal type of mentality?
Yeah.
Because of bullying?
In high school.
In high school?
I mean, 11 seems pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I maybe one girl, but she was her name was Lindsay, I think, in elementary school. And people just didn't like her for some reason. I don't know why, but she was kind of like the loner kid a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you got to find your outlet. You have to make sure your kid finds their outlet to where they could find strength in something, or like friends or their clique, or like one of the benefits of taking up martial arts is that it's a good community to be around usually, and like you have a support group right there, and you make friends there, or you do a sport, you do something, or so you're not the only, and that's one of the big things when you're a kid. Things are really stressful for you, especially when you're the only.
Yeah.
I think...
So shit, you gotta play basketball, start dancing, do something.
Yeah. Get to dancing. To answer your question, my third grade teacher, Miss Ludgen, I loved Miss Ludgen. She was awesome. She drove a white Lexus. That's when I really started getting into Lexuses, I guess.
She's balling.
Off of that teacher salary?
I remember one day she like took me aside because she was my English teacher and Miss Helen was my math teacher, and I would be, for the first part of the day, would be in Miss Ludgen's class, but then I would have to go to Miss Helen's class to fail at my multiplication tables. Oh man! So it was the sevens for me that fucked me over. Yeah. But I remember coming out of that Miss Helen's class really defeated because I was like one of the last ones to finish my multiplication tests and stuff. And she saw me and she pulled me aside. She was like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" I was like, "Man, I'm so bad at math. Everybody is beating me and shit. I just want to give up." She's like, "Look, You don't have to be good at math. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm just reciting the multiplication tables for 7.
Oh, I was like, I'm hearing like this thing, and I'm trying not to let it distract me, but I'm hearing like this little whisper. I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, she was like, I think it was the act of her like noticing and pulling me aside and having a talk and kind of just like blatantly giving me a reality check. It's like, just because you're a little slow with your math doesn't mean you're a terrible kid, you know, or like.
So do you think that it is more effective to reinforce the value in the victim, not in substitute of, but at least in potentially in tandem of, rather than just attacking the assailants, or like, hey, leave him alone. If I see you touch him one more time, you're done. I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna end you, or whatever, right? And on that note, we like to say, don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
If you are getting bullied, we were all small kids at one point. We all dealt with bullying. We know that it's probably harder if for some reason you don't have anybody to have your back. But at 11, I can, with full confidence, say it does get better, as cliche and cheesy as that sounds. And wow, this got all somber.
Fight back.
Even with all of Henry's... Do like Henry and find yourself a Mr. Ramirez who will teach you how to fuck up some kid in a pit full of other kids screaming, fight, 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 fight.
Fight back, because life is a kumite. Every day is going to be fucking hard. So you can't give up.
Or watch 3 Ninjas during your suspension.
Stay hard.
And then try to do something.
Woodpecker beak.
Play some Minecraft. You're 11. Like, you know, fuck those kids and...
Just start being just whatever you're interested in. Be interested in even weirder stuff, and just prepare yourself for the quirky crew when it comes to high school.
Yep.
Because that's what you'll be if you just keep it up with the living. You'll find your quirky people in at least high school, if not middle school.
You could always buy throwing stars on Amazon. Just go in your mama's purse, fucking grab that credit card. Just get them throwing stars. Be a little Batman.
Oh God. Okay.
This fool is gonna really get some people hurt.
No, Batman.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us, and stay tasty, my friends.
Ooh, copyright.
Oh, he says tasty?
No, it's
stay juicy.
I forget what he said.
My friends. Stay juicy, Odd Squad. Stay juicy.
Later, skaters.